I guess they're ready.
Good evening. The Municipality of Anchorage Platting Board Authority will come to order. It is January 15th, 2020 at 6:30 p.m. May we have roll call?
Clayton Walker.
Present.
Kevin Cross.
Present.
John Porter.
Present.
Mark Seward.
Present.
Valerie Reeds. Excuse me.
Present.
Jana Welton.
Present.
Becky Lipson.
Present.
Thank you.
May the record reflect that there are no parties present to be at the public hearing tonight, so I won't explain how to talk at our hearing. But the appeal rights are as follows. Any individual may have appeal rights relating to any action the Platting Board takes. Appeal of this decision or any of the conditions is governed by AMC 2111-304. The decision of the Board at the scheduled public hearing shall become final 7 days after this decision is made on the record, unless a written request is submitted to the Planning Division prior to the expiration of the 7th day to prepare a written decision based upon the record made at the hearing, and the request is accompanied by a written notice of intent to appeal. Adoption of the written decision by the Platting Board becomes the final appealable decision within 20 days of the final appealable decision. An interested party must file with the municipal clerk either a written notice of alleging new evidence or a changed circumstances per AMC 2111-503 or an appeal of the Board's final appealable decision under AMC 2130. With that, we will now turn to approvals. We have an action summary dated Wednesday, December 4th, 2019. And may I have a motion to approve the action summary? Kevin Cross has moved and Valerie Ritz has seconded. Is there any opposition to the action summary? Seeing no opposition, the motion passes. We'll next turn to minutes. We have minutes for December 4th, 2019. May I have a motion to approve the minutes? Kevin has moved, and Mark Seward has seconded. Are there any corrections or changes that anyone wishes to make to the minutes? Seeing none, is there any opposition to approving the minutes? Seeing no opposition, the minutes are now approved. Turn to special order of business. Are there any disclosures tonight? I see no disclosures. No one needs disclosures for tonight, so we will now move to informational items. I have informational items dated December 16th and December 30th. And those are S125329, or 12523 BP Energy Center Subdivision Tract 1F and 1G, and S12524 Larson Subdivision Lots 1 and 2. We will now turn to the public hearing item, and may we have the staff's presentation of case 2020-0007.
Thank you. So what you have before you is a proposed ordinance, a proposed amendment to Title 21, primarily a housekeeping amendment in order to embed in code the common practice that the Platting Board and the Zoning Board of Examiners and Appeals have a 9-member board to constitute a full membership. Right now, there's an error at some point way back when, so the Planning and Zoning Commission and Urban Design Commission are the only two that actually have that requirement in code. So we do need to correct that, and we are also making a few other small tweaks. So the ordinance primarily does 3 things. 1, adds the 9-member requirement to each board and commission that I mentioned. It standardizes the membership and quorum requirements language for each board and commission. And finally, it moves the membership and quorum requirements from the Anchorage Municipal Code of Regulations to Chapter 2 of Title 21, which relates to boards and commissions, and which is where that really should be. So it doesn't involve really substantive changes to the Platting Board in terms of duties or anything like that, or composition of the board, but it does affect each board and commission. So we want to make sure that each had the opportunity to review and then vote on the proposed ordinance. After that, it will go to the Assembly for final approval. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to take them.
Do we have any questions for staff? Kevin Cross? No? Anyone else? Are there any members of the public that wish to speak on the motion on the floor?
I get to be in the minutes if I talk?
Yes, you do. Please state your name.
My name is Dean Colbray,
Thank you. And how do you spell your last name, sir?
Colbray.
Thank you. And what do you think about standardizing our quorum size?
I think you guys should, but with more information.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming tonight.
That was an accident.
Okay. And with that, we'll now close the public hearing. The matter now rests with the board. May I have a motion to approve? Kevin Cross, would you please state your motion?
Yes, regards to case 20200007, Boards, Commissions, and Assembly Ordinance. I move to approve the ordinance as stated on page 1. This proposed ordinance does 3 things. 1, add the 9-member requirements to each board and commission. 2, standardize the membership quorum requirements, language for each board and commission. And 3, move a membership quorum requirements to the Anchorage Municipal Code Regulation Chapter 20 of Title 21 to ensure continuity.
Thank you. And Valerie Rich has seconded your motion. Is there anyone who wishes to add any findings or anything else? Any opposition?
I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a housekeeping item, just to make sure that we have our board definition is clearly defined.
Thank you. Seeing no opposition, motion passes. And anybody else have any reports? Well, with that, we will now stand in adjournment. It is now 6:51:57. Is that right? No, it's 6:36.